Hello everyone, welcome back to Case Studies with the BizDoc. Well, many of you have been asking about, hey Tom, let's not do another technology one. Let's do something of just a regular kind of a transaction, kind of a retail, and I found one for you, and it is Stubhub. It's a great story about entrepreneurs that solved a simple problem and built a big company. And there's a lesson just in that simple little statement right there. So let's take a look. In 2008, we have two Stanford entrepreneurs, Eric Baker and Jeff Fleurs, and they're sitting there saying, you know, there is one bummer and two problems every time you want to buy a ticket to something. You hear about a concert, oh my goodness, some band you want to see is coming to town. They're going to be playing here at Stanford. Woohoo! Go to the football stadium, see our favorite band. But then in the afternoon of the first day that the tickets are on sale, all the good tickets are sold out. And so, what a bummer. Then you have two problems. If you do want to look around, you had to deal with scalpers, and you didn't know whether they were good guys or bad guys. You had no idea, which was the first problem. And the second problem was you had to call every single scalper in the entire town to find out, hey, what seats you have? What are you asking for them? Do you have the tickets in your possession? And then you had to be sure that when you got those tickets, were they real? Or were you going to spend extra money, go to the event, and then have the security guys say, hey man, your tickets are fake because these people are in seats, they have the real tickets. So now you've wasted your money and you still don't get to see the show. Well, here we have two Stanford students that says, wait a minute, what if there was a clearinghouse where all the tickets could come together so you could see in one place that there's tickets here, 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 and here at the stadium from any one of whoever is selling them, a nice guy like you or a bunch of scalpers. Okay, that would solve one problem. Now they can go to one place and see all the tickets for sale everywhere. But what about, gosh, we still have the problem, they don't trust the scalpers. And it's like buying through the one ad. You could go through a one ad, or you could go online in the early days and maybe find a list of people selling the tickets. So you could find a little group, but then who do I trust? Enter Stubhub saying, wait a minute, what if we made like a fan guarantee? Like we guarantee if you buy the tickets from us, guess what we'll do? We'll guarantee that if you're stopped at the show, call this phone number and somebody will show up with tickets somewhere and get you into the show. We guarantee it. Well, suddenly the consumer could say, wow, well, if it's that kind of a guarantee, you know, I trust that. And there you have it, solving a simple problem. Well, let's take a look at it. You like to look at what did it take to solve the problem? Well, they had managed to get together $600,000 in bootstrap money in the year 2000. And in 1998, just 2 years prior, only 10% of tickets were sold online. And those were being sold peer-to-peer through people through early services like CompuServe and America Online, AOL. But it was a very small amount of people finding each other to sell the tickets. Well, guess what? In 2001, that tripled to 30%. So Stubhub and some other competitors that saw the light too, they were trying to get out there, they were also in the game. But Stubhub, you know, was leading it and driving it. And there was others like Tickets Now, RazorGator, there's a number of them that showed up on the scene. Well, they were successful. And then in 2001, a year later, they raised their A round. And everybody who's been following me knows what that means. That's the first venture capital money from professional outside investors. So it's called the A round, A for first. They raised $2 million. And just a couple years later, they raised a Series C, you know, from A to C, and they raised another $4 million. And then in 2006, they raised 12.6. So they only had 18.6 million raised. And by 2005, they were $50 million just selling tickets between you and me. And they were profitable. So for 5 years, going from here to profitable. And a lot of that last amount of capital was to expand a growing, good, profitable company. But to go to the next level and to get additional people, you didn't have enough profits to do that, so you raised more money, so you have that war chest to go do it. And lo and behold, in 2007, you raise this money, people know you're profitable, and by the way, you get bought. And who buys you? Well, let's take a look at this. Where was eBay during all of this? They have a marketplace they create to buy and sell things. Why didn't they organize the ticket purchasing? Because let me tell you, scalpers were using eBay and it worked. I bought tickets on eBay for certain things now and then. And I remember not trusting it. I remember, is that FedEx really going to arrive? Or I got to get on the 800 number to eBay? I remember being a little iffy about it and then hoping the tickets were real. Well, I never had a problem, but you could read online, people did. The other side of it is, where's Ticketmaster in all this? They were being led at the time by a guy named Jeff Rosen. And Jeff Rosen said, I don't really trust this online stuff. I don't trust what's going on. Well, that may have been good from a security standpoint, but Ticketmaster was Lord, God, King. They controlled everything. When you were going to stand in line to see a concert of your favorite band that was coming to town, it was Ticketmaster office you were standing in line on. It was Ticketmaster running the box office at the stadium or places like the Forum in Los Angeles and Madison Square Garden in New York. It was Ticketmaster running things where you were in line there for it. Well, where were they? The answer is they whiffed. They missed what was going on. They still had a profitable, company and contracts with all these major places, but it was Stubhub that was out there helping you and me find each other when there were extra tickets to be had and to buy them from people where you could trust it. So there you have eBay buying them for $310 million. So let's see, they raised 18.6 and then a year later, they sell it for 310. How many times, what was the X on that money?
16.6.
Thank you. That's my producer, was 16.6. So in other words, they had an earnout that was 16.6 times the money that was put in over a little 5-year period. There's only one word for that. Damn! That's a great return on a profitable company. They're not talking about Twitter eyeballs. They're talking about sales and profits on tickets and helping people get together. And guess what? Under eBay, if you look carefully and read articles today, a lot of the growth in eBay, and some people say all of the growth, I'm just going to say most of the growth, the lion's share of the growth on eBay is Stubhub. And so now you've got eBay. Boy, I'm sure glad I bought Stubhub. It may have been expensive. I spent $310 million to buy something that I should have helped organize in the first place and run it on eBay, but I bought it. But I'm glad I did because a lot of my growth right now is due to Stubhub. And guess what? So where's Ticketmaster all this? Where's the legacy in all this? I'll tell you where. MLB in 2008, a year after this close, announces that Stubhub is the exclusive MLB resale partner. I had season tickets to the Dodgers when we lived in Los Angeles. When I had extra ones, I put them on Stubhub. I always had the greatest experience, and Major League Baseball approved it, to the point that I would just enter in the number, the serial number of the ticket, and I didn't even have to mail the tickets. People could print them out thanks to Stubhub with a barcode and go right to Dodger Stadium and sit in my seats the day that I didn't need the tickets for the game. So it was so convenient to me. I didn't even have to FedEx or mail anything anymore. And the person on the other end instantly got the tickets. So Stubhub, a deal with MLB. And by the way, last year, I think it was a season that just finished, Stubhub was a partner of the Philadelphia 76ers in basketball. I don't know if I can use the word exclusive, but they were the main ticketing partner of the Philadelphia 76ers NBA. So now you've got Stubhub inside eBay being big and acting like one of the giants of the past. And they did all that in 17 years. They go from solving a simple problem to being a pillar of the industry, threatening the companies that should have done this in the first place. And when you look around, you see these things like TicketNow and RazorGator, they got their place, but they are nowhere near the size and scope and success of Stubhub when two Stanford grads said, let's solve a simple problem. It's a bummer to see a concert sell out, and I have a big problem buying from a scalper, and I have an even bigger problem because I got to contact every scalper in town to find out what tickets are available. So there you have it. Solving a small problem. It's not about technology. It was online, and certainly there was technology in the online website and everything they did, but at the end of the day, they were solving a simple human transaction. I want to go to the game. Where can I find tickets, good tickets, that are available from someone who can't go? And that's it. So for this week, I really appreciate the suggestion. We're going to do more with that, with standard industry solving traditional little retail and basic problems, and I love the fact that you're sending suggestions, so keep them coming. So, okay, I need a pillow. Let me go on Stubhub, see if I can find a pillow. Ah, a BizDoc pillow, right there, $4. In immediate delivery. Thank you for watching Valuetainment, the best channel on the internet for entrepreneurial content. Until next time, I'm Tom Ellsworth, and I hope I left you better than I found you.